Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay. Oh. And you about to know who's who. You about to know who is going to send who. And you're going to know who's the true power to be following. Yeah. Salak. No man knoweth the hour. Bible verse, King James Version. Just thinking right now. I know that's that verse. Salak. See? This is level up, bro. After having the ultimate power, and you still gotta wait. That's some patience for you. This the third day, and Yahweh's gonna come and get us out in this day. Yahweh's gonna send back Yahweh Shai to come get us up out of here. Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And what is that day? It's coming. When he come back, that dreadful day. Because it's building up. But us knowing the signs of the time, it's building up, bro. You can see the wars and rumors of wars. Just thinking 1,000-year thing. These people that's out here is really against the prophets, bro. Badly. Badly. Oh. It's lucky, man. Real bad, bro. They hate the prophets, man. That's crazy how bad this is, man. But the scripture speaks about that too. The scripture speaks about that, bro. That's what I'm saying. This is level up stuff, bro. This is level up. This ain't no regular stuff, man. This is beyond what you see, man. Beyond your scrawny cars, beyond your scrawny buildings. Right? It says, Salakia. It says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the day of Noe were, so shall also the coming of the Lord, of the Son of Man be. It's going to be like all types of shit going down. And he's going to come in a thief in the night. Nobody's paying attention. The only ones that's paying attention is the men of the Lord. For as the day that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until that day that Noah entered into the ark. And that's what's happening. We're gradually entering into this ark. We're fishing the men out. We're standing firm on our belief. And we're watching and praying at the same time. And we make it up out of here, man. And knew not until the flood came. There's another flood coming. All types of things going to happen. It's going to lead right up to those missiles. Now we got a few prophecies that's left, and we are right in the midst of one, the Sihip. And this is the ultimate one. This is the one that's going to clarify everything that we were speaking about from our apostles on down. You know what I'm saying? For as the day that there were For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until that day that Noah entered into the ark. And once we get into this ark, man, it's over. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So should also the coming of the Son of Man be. It's gonna be like that, bro. And it was gonna take everybody away, the nuclear missiles. Cause the flood took them away then. I remember being young, sitting down in front of my mother and my other two siblings, right? We was young. So my sister says, she asked my mother about the Bible. So my mother said, she said, that God destroyed the earth with water, but man is gonna do it with fire. So I never forgot that. It always stuck in my mind. It always stuck in my mind. And now, 2025, from the time now, it all makes sense. It all makes sense, man, when she said that. And that was her prophesying. She said something that it led up today. And now what? She said it back then. I remember before she went to the spirit world, because, after learning all this, the first person I ran to, I probably, if my father was alive, I probably ran to him if he would have never taught me this. I would ask him questions about this, about the Bible. But the first person I ran to after I learned all what I learned, I went there. I said, "You didn't tell me this was in this book." So that was like, I remember learning. When I learned the truth, I said, man. I remember I was drinking vodka that day. I went to my mother's house. Like, you didn't tell me this was in this book. I found out. I said, man, I'm a sinner. Thinking that you're doing something good, you righteous or something. You ain't righteous. You're a sinner. All your righteousness is filthy rags, as the scripture says. Now, all the things, that's why the verses jump out of my mind when you filter everything through the scriptures. Everything gets filtered through the scriptures. So, I just said that, right? And what I did, I filtered through the scriptures. We're sinners, so our righteousness is filthy rags. That's what the scripture says. You can look it up, do what I do, ask, everything's worth for Google. Ask Google, say, Bible verse. Everything is your righteousness, filthy rags, and it'll pop up a Bible verse. This thing has gotten really sufficient for us. And we're learning, we're counting the cost. We analyzing this, man. We're looking at this, man. Nah, we ain't going back. We ain't going back. This place crazy. These people are sick. They're crazy sick, sickos. And then it's going to show, and then we're going to see that they're going to know it's been a prophet amongst them, and then they're going to look crazy, and they're going to say, "Oh, can we hang out with y'all? Can we walk with you?" It's going to be crazy back when they hit the fan. It's going to have everything going to happen on this side before we get to the other side. All the women going to come checking for us. However it turns out, we're going to see who's who when it's when this system collapses. When the system collapses, we're going to see who's who. That's a lot. That's enough right there. I was charging my tablet. So I'm at 47%. So the Lord's not coming for everyone. He's coming for one out of two. So you better hope and pray that you're ready. It's a lot. in a couple of verses. Yeah. All right. I think that was the point, right? So we have learned to not hide. Another way of fishing for men is having his light. You know, we're not physically out there in the ocean seeking out fishing for men. No, we're out on the highways and hedges, and we're reading the book, and the book is the light. It gives us that light. People come ask questions, and then you break it down. You know? People don't know. Oh man, this verse just came to my mind. Oh man, how it goes. I ain't read this in a while. That'd be a good one right now. Hmm. Some to the fact, so they will ask you about your belief. Oh boy, how that verse go, darn it. That's a powerful verse right now. I ain't read that one in a while. Um, Salakia, moving on. So we are fishers of men. So we follow Yahweh Shah. And it's been the greatest thing to do. It's been the greatest thing to do, bro. You know, I met so many brothers, you know, came up with great men, you know, and the White Shema Shah for this opportunity. Looking at the madness of the society. And imagine not paying attention, bro. Not knowing or knowing and then still going against it. Like a polite. Remember polite? He knew. He said that. He said, man, you almost convinced me. The thing is, these things have been recorded for our seeing and the angels see it too. That's why they looking, they inquire. The messengers is inquiring what we're doing. The angels, they looking down like, man, boy, if we don't get the hell up out of here, be back with our brother. This is what we need to get up out of here. Barakatah Yabashim El Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yabashim El Shah, Bashim Dash. I'm really trying to get that thought, that verse into my mind, so I can end it with that. Yeah, so you know, we the light, man. We shining. We can't hide this light. No matter, oh, you can't read, you can't do this, man. He said, "Blessed who readeth." Well, I'm a damn near tribe. It ain't got worse for me. I realize if I hear a word, I don't know the meaning of a word, I go look it up. I said, "What you said?" I always ask people, "What was that word?" I take that and I go look it up. I add it to my vocabulary. I ask people, what's the meaning of that? Some people say, I don't know, I just said it. Well, I'm gonna go look it up. Let's look up the meaning of the word. So that's what I do. So I ain't saying I'm the smartest. I just said I comprehend, and my fear has grown. I fear Yahweh Shah. And that's the beginning of knowledge. And fools despise instructions. So the believing of your hope. Damn, that verse is just sticking out at me. The believing of your hope. Bible verse, King James Version. It's a verse, man. Just keep jumping around my mind. I gotta say it in the name term. They want to know the believing of your hope. Bible verse, King James Version. This verse is powerful, bro. Man, that's not the one. Darn it. Verses just keep jumping around in my mind. they want to know about your belief in hope, Bible verse, King James Version. Just something like that, bro. It's like, yeah, man. I got bad memory. And this verse keeps jumping at me. And I can't remember it. When I get that back in my mind, I'm going to do a video on that one. We have sanctified Yahweh Shai in our heart. Salakia, brothers. Salakia. And whoever's listening, hear me. There's a verse that goes like that. Hey, man, I didn't really have anything, man. I just wake up from dreams and hear. Sometimes I can't remember. Sometimes when I do remember. And I work this out, we make it up out of here, man. I'm one of these predestinated ones. And we're here, man. We count the cost. We're making our light shine. And that's it, man. We don't care about how much you don't like. What we've been speaking about is happening. What we've been speaking about is happening. So, hopefully that was clear, edifying. And this whole conversation, it wasn't too fancy. Just regular. Hey, man, I give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Hashem Kakodash. The Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shai for the apostles and the elders of great millstone, deserved over honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Hakim.